They say that portion beans we eat in school is for prisoners in there. Nobody
will carry disha you in Kenya. See, you've come to buy things. Come back. They are waiting for you to say what you want. They give you and you don't go. When we are here to make a relationship.
What those things of being annoyed when they call you fat? Those things are for the white people.
Yes, Kenyans, you hear me? Munani good. Me enter a place and your service is bad. I'll request you to go and somebody else should come. Ugandan gave me a Ugandan attitude of early morning. Then I paused. I was like, I would appreciate if you speak to me nicely. Then she so now what has changed?
Hey guys, it's Price. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and alongside me is Rachel. Rachel has her own separate channel, Rachel's Show. He wants,
fika huko ufinye hiyo button hiyo inakaa red.
Thank you so much for your support. People from Kenya, people from America, from the UK, people from Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Uganda. We appreciate your support so much. Its Price is almost hitting 1,000 subscribers in just a few days. Thank you so much for your support and for your loving us. We are receiving too much love from you people, and we cannot take it for granted. So today,
don't forget.
So today we are going to be, for a Ugandan who is going to Kenya for the first time, we are going to show you strange differences that you will discover as you reach there, from food to the city to the market to everything. We are going to be elaborating in detail the differences for a newcomer in Kenya from Nairobi. So please stay tuned and don't go away, and please watch this video to the end because we are going to be highlighting lots of stuff. Lots. So, first and foremost, when you are Ugandan, in Uganda you use tomatoke and gin nuts. These guys in Kenya, you will reach there and you will be eating that ugali like on an everyday basis. Some people cannot do with ugali for even 2 days. In 2 days, they have to make that ugali. And if you're Ugandan and of course you go to Kenya, I think that is very, very strange. Rachel, was ugali strange for you? And the yellow one, not this white one. For us, we have ours is white, like pure white. And I'm told theirs is yellowish.
Do you know what you used to eat in school?
Yes.
That ugali. That posho.
But is it nice?
Nah.
For us, we used to eat it like we are sad, like we're suffering.
That's what I always tell guys, that
if you're
once
eating
you eat that, you're suffering.
suffering.
Like, that's the last meal you have in the house. Then they're like, for us, this is a staple meal.
But is it really that one we used to eat in school, like even the taste?
They don't remove the upper parts.
And they were defending themselves that's the reason they are strong in sports and they have the energy.
But it gives energy, yeah? But then, the way they look at us like, how do you eat matoke? It's light, it's what?
But we have eaten that ugali in school every day and we still don't like it. Like,
it used to make you sleep in class. But we never used to like it. You know that meal that you eat at school and you want to repeat it at home? So in schools here we eat ugali. At home, no.
So talking about schools, their schools they cook githeri.
Yeah.
Beans and maize.
How is that? Krisha is somewhere in the background. Yeah. Let me just pose this question to her, and if at all, I wish you could see her reaction on the face, because I'm sure she will have that reaction. Schools in Kenya, they eat maize mixed with beans every day. Every day.
like how we eat portion and beans in schools. For them, they eat those beans.
That's right. Yeah. Like just beans and just.
Yes, that's a meal.
Yo.
If they change, it's rice.
And they also laugh at us like, how do you eat that like every day?
No.
What do we eat?
No,
but we eat
they
ugali.
Don't laugh. They don't
we
laugh.
Eat
they
ugali.
wonder why not eat like all like
and
rice.
They are like, how do you eat ugali and beans? They don't eat ugali and beans? They do?
Ni watu wa nyama and skuma. Then chicken and all. Beans you rarely find them.
They say that beans
is with chapati.
They say that portion beans we eat in school is for prisoners in their country. That is for prisoners in their country.
There's something off
that like beans and ugali. Like for them, their ugali they don't eat it with beans. that
Now, if you do beans
that
and
ugali
ugali,
and beans
you're suffering
prisoners.
in Kenya. If you do beans and ugali,
that's why
that
we
means
are
you're
suffering in schools in Uganda. That's why we call it suffering, because for them they are ugali, they eat it with nice things.
They
For
do
us, we're
either
eating with-
skuma. Hey, why do you eat?
Then this
you need
Uganda
eggs?
went to the market, and she said the market was so packed and people would just step on it and will not say sorry. Even our
But
markets here are
Kenyans
packed.
Kenyans are fast and they might even step you and they will not know that they've stepped you,
And-
because for them
Okay,
they're on the
okay,
run.
that one, yes, that one for sure. Even in
So I
Uganda,
think,
people will
yeah.
step in the market and will continue. Even I remember one time a motorbike
But at
passed
least
on
somebody in
front
Uganda will be a
on top
little
of my
bit-
foot. You know, really, you find a market, people are packed and the motorcycle wants to pass way. Or you find people a market is packed and a car is looking for way. But again, she said, people in Kenya don't have customer care in their markets. When you come, like, you know, you're like in Uganda, when you come, a person will be like, oh, Nyabo, thanks for coming. What do
Nobody
you
will
want to
karibisha
buy?
you in Kenya. See, you've come to buy things, come buy,
If
go.
you want to buy, buy. If you don't want to go, if you don't want to buy, if you don't want to go, that's Kenya. Nobody
As
going to
in, this is a
welcome you.
market. For them, this is the mentality. This is a market. You've come to buy things.
Buy.
See, come
I
and
don't
buy.
have to welcome you. That's Kenya for you.
But the other thing, they are downtown calling people of Janguano, Kuja, Bichi, those things. They do them. Mafta. They're trying to take you to sell
Maybe.
you stuff. Yeah, but I think our market here is more aggressive. Hey, those guys will
They
pull
will-
you to go and shona your hair and shuka
So
your
that's
hair.
what they call a customer care here when they are putting you come and buy.
No, you see, if you reach the market in Kenya, in Uganda, somebody will be like, "Do you have a- how do they?
I'm happy to
maybe-
see you. Sign on your food.
Like if you reach a market,
Hey, just greet you. Sibyo chanyabo nkuweyo kachi. Like, what should I get you?
What
that's
do
how
you
it
want,
is.
Nyabo?
Kenya,
Oh.
they are waiting for you to say what you want. They give you and
If
you
you don't
go.
want to
Kwani
go.
we are here to make a relationship.
That we read into marriage.
And the way they praise marriages in Uganda, that's a story for another day.
Then you see how like Uganda and they used to chase street vendors from the street. They don't want people to be on streets. I was told in Nairobi streets are packed and they are selling everything.
I think
Is this
depending
true?
on where that person went.
Oh.
Yeah, there are those parts in Kenya, but have not been there. But I think I've passed through. It's like Isili, which is mostly downtown of Kenya. You will find people on the street selling stuff. It's like the way you will find, but they are trying to eliminate these people downtown in Kampala. I don't like the fact that they want to chase them away to go nowhere.
No, they're not chasing them in downtown. They're chasing them from the streets, like
From the
main
streets,
of the city.
the upper part.
But downtown, you see, if I want tomatoes and I'm going home, I'm heading to the park. We used to find people on the streets selling
They want them
stuff.
to go to the market.
Which market?
Nakasero.
Where?
Nakasero, there is also
Rent.
Usafi.
Nakasero is
There
expensive.
is Usafi.
Usafi is very far, isn't it?
They
Where
want
the
them to
other-
leave the streets and go to the market.
But you know, I'm going to downtown to go home. They want me to go to Usafi, then come back and no. It's a little bit but you know, I think they're also making money out of it. I don't know.
Obviously. Because
Yeah.
they want people to
Politics.
pay rent. And
Yeah,
they get
yeah,
taxes.
yeah.
Because people on the streets don't pay taxes. And it is the taxes that they want.
So they are chasing out people from the streets so that they go and rent in markets and then they are able to collect taxes.
I
When they are
feel
on the
bad.
streets, they are not collecting taxes from them. That's politics. So now, if you're from Uganda, you would be shocked when you reach in Kenya because here in Uganda, if you're going to mobile money to withdraw money, you just go with your phone and withdraw. But those people are asking for an ID, identification. If it is my phone,
Depending
why
on
are you
where
asking for my ID? My money, my phone, that you have to give them an ID to withdraw money. Really?
Not
I would-
everywhere. But if you
Okay.
go to like major established M-Pesa places, they'll ask you for
ID.
them.
If you don't have an ID, they don't work
they
on
don't
you.
work on you.
Oh.
Can you go to MTN service center and they
You
work on
withdraw. Yes.
Hey, by the way, I went to Garden City the other day.
Yeah, you
and I was
withdraw
not
and
Christian.
go because you
I
have your,
withdrew
you have
money.
your phone, you have your PIN number, it's your money.
Then
My ID want it for what?
Really? ID for what?
that's why I see why we are talking about IDs. That in Uganda it's like, so I have an ID, so what?
It is not important.
It is
So,
in terms of
Then you know, like how you have those fruits and vegetables cut on the streets, like avocados and watermelon in Kampala. Those guys that they slice avocados and eat them on the streets, like how we cut what sugar canes. In Uganda, we don't cut avocados like that. We eat them with food.
they eat avocado on the streets.
Yes,
That's
and they
funny.
slice them like how we do sugar canes.
I've
Isn't that
not
really
seen
funny?
avocados being eaten on the streets, but you can taste an avocado before you buy it.
Hey,
Yeah, they have a part, like one which they will cut, they will make you taste. It's nice. Then they make you taste and then you buy.
wow. Then if you're in Uganda, you're fond of carrying cash everywhere. In Kenya, you don't carry cash. Elaborate more on that.
I think we talked about that because of M-Pesa.
Yeah, for the new subscribers, yeah, you know that you don't have to carry cash in Kenya. You have to have what? They would even in taxi. By the way, this person was saying that if you have cash in a taxi, the people will even, you know, like how they can be like, why, like how you bought without money and decide they will pay from there. That if you have cash in a taxi in Kenya, that they will be like, even why did you board our taxi? I think maybe some taxis prefer, you know, being paid like that. Yeah, anyway. Then you will be shocked at the currency of Kenyan shillings. That one, you got 1 million, which is nothing here in Kenya. Oh, it's too much money. You know, their currency, you may end up spending, because for them, remember, they have even 1 shillings. They have 1 shillings, right?
Yeah, but it's no longer working, so you just take it.
What about 2 shillings?
I haven't seen 2 shillings.
So they have what?
They have 1.5.
1.5, but for us,
10.
ours begins from 50.
50 shillings.
So the currency will overwhelm you. You may think you have little money when you actually have too much money. Or you go to buy something and be like, pay 1,000. But remember, they are speaking in Kenyan shillings. Hey, but 1,000 is very little here. But in Kenyan shillings, too much money. So if you're Ugandan going to Kenya, yeah, that currency will shock you. And that their 200 Kenyan shillings is the same like our 2,000, like the photo. They are 200 and our 2,000, like the picture is the same, like the color and everything.
Oh yeah, and even 5,000 and they're 500. The color is the same. I have it in my bag and it's confusing. I need to go town and exchange it. I have a 500 shillings. I always think I have 5k Ugandan shillings.
Yeah. Then, you know, their family bread, that it is very big, like a bus. Very big. Did you ever buy bread there in Kenya?
They have a bigger bread, which is
It's extremely big.
It's big. It's like this.
Hey. Then their weather is cold in Nairobi in July. So if you're going there in July, yeah, it's really cold there. You have to be prepared. And when it is raining, it's very cold. But in Uganda, even when it's raining, like now it's just rained and it's not cold. It's not as cold as you can see. She's not in the sweater. But like in Nairobi, it becomes really cold when it rains. But here, even if it rains after the rain, that's it. But you go back to the warmth.
It's rained and I'm still in a t-shirt.
Yeah. Then the women in Kenya are not as fat. They are not very fat. That's why maybe they are very good at sports.
I think the level of chubbiness. Let me say chubby. Let's make it a little bit nicer. We eat a lot, I think, in Uganda because we have good food. We have good food, so we eat. Everything is natural, raw. So we eat it, yes.
So that's why you're fat.
Yeah. Why are you using that word fat? We are chubby.
That word, those things of being annoyed when they call you fat, those things are for the white people. That I'm fat and I'm insulted. Oh, here it's not an insult.
But I'm not.
People who are copying that, hey, you have said I'm fat, and then she gets annoyed. Maybe they are trying to copy white people.
But I'm not.
There, if you tell a person that you're fat, they get annoyed.
There's a video you did with Christian and you told her she's fat.
She's fat and she was
was shocked.
Ah.
So yeah, that's a culture. We don't say that you're fat. She said that you're chubby. A little bit chubby. Yeah,
Becky,
Ugandans
guys.
are chubby and bubbly and
Yes, Kenyans, you hear me? Munani good.
Watu wanataka kuni. You want me to pass through the camera and come to you? Nakuja. Nitawambia nikilandi hivi.
I think that's all we have to talk about. We talked about Dietary, we talked about ugali, we talked about the currency, we talked about, their ID, we talked about very, very many things, the weather, very slicing avocados. Here we don't slice avocados like that, and that will shock a Ugandan. The customer care.
I will tell you what they
Ugandans
do
have
when they
more
say
customer
they
care.
eat. I will tell you in my video. Come visit my channel.
Yeah, so at this point, please.
Customer care. But I think the manners of bankers and tellers is as disgusting as it is in both. Those tellers, they think like if at all I don't back money in your bank, you're not going to get money. Why are you being arrogant and rude? If you are teller and you're watching this, please behave. At least if you behave, a colleague will see you.
But people are working from morning to evening, and you think they will offer the same services to the same person. And they have some temperature. Sometimes it will go up, sometimes down. They are human beings.
I've worked in customer service 5 years. Big company. You don't balance your hormones according to how you feel to serve a customer. So from morning till evening, you have to be 100%
same temperature,
operating at the same temperature. There is no reduction when it comes to customer service. Because if you come in the morning and somebody comes in the evening, you have to serve them the same way. It doesn't matter. Your supervisor came and gave you shakara. You have to do the same thing every single day. Me, enter a place and your service is bad, I'll request you to go and somebody else should come. Because I'm seated there to pay you. So we ain't doing that.
I'm listening. When you begin talking about customer care, I just have to listen because I know you have been in that field for some good time. So I think that's
we're not taking that attitude. I went to a museum, and I hope I don't, you're not gonna watch this. I went to a museum and this lady, Ugandan, gave me a Ugandan attitude of early morning. Then I paused. I was like, I would appreciate if you speak to me nicely. Then she, so now what has changed? You know that annoying Ugandan attitude? She gave it to me right in my face. So I told her I would appreciate if you speak to me nicely. Then no, we're not doing that.
Thank you so much. It's Price, and this is Rachel's Show. Please connect to both of us. She has her own separate channel. Head there and subscribe to her. And yeah, I think we have to end this video. It's a long video. We don't like making those long videos.
Karibuni kwangu nitawa lombo tovu huku kwangu. Kujeni. Kuja.